In this video, we're going to show you guys how to make some flower designs that are going to improve your gardens in Minecraft. Now let's get right into it.
So this is the block palette we'll use for our stems.
I love it, I love it.
Add points. Now I'm going to use the spike command, and if you are not a member on Builder's Refuge or don't have Archeon, you can always do the curve command, but for the sake of this tutorial, I want to kind of speed things up. So I'm going to type /spike, and I'm going to do a masking block of gold, so gold, and then I want to do, I don't know, let's do, I guess, a spike of 3, 2, and then 2, and that automatically.
Oh wow, that looks amazing. Probably, are you gonna like brush on the texture, or are you gonna...
So what I'm gonna do actually is I'm going to use, and this is actually a tool accessible for all Builder's Refuge players. It is Go Paint. So I'm going to take my feather, left click it, and in the 5 slots, I'm going to put it in my desired colors. And on the right, I'm going to use my block of gold. Then I'm going to do the splatter brush, because the splatter brush is my favorite brush to use besides the gradient brush, and I am just going to paint on my colors from the gradient I want. And I don't actually like the shape of this root that much. I don't want it to be too terribly thick, but... And then I am going to keep going up in color with this color
Probably
palette right over here.
Green terracotta, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you're gonna switch to the green wool, green concrete powder. So if you were on a normal world, right, the concrete powder would probably just fall down, right?
If you have physics off, with Builder's Refuge, nothing in Minecraft, like, logically ever makes sense. That's the thing. So let's use an assortment of yellows. I like to use yellow terracotta always. And then, where the heck is it? Here's the melon. I always love using melons with sunflowers. I don't know why, it just looks really, really good. And occasionally I'll add orange in, but in this case I want to use jungle planks just for a slight hint
Oh yeah,
of
definitely. I think you did that in Build Battle, and that looked really nice, especially like when you used like the slabs kind of, and kind of made like these pointy little shapes coming out.
And then for the brown center, we're going to use gray terracotta, dark oak, and then soul sand.
We love soul sand.
Soul sand is a really, really good block for this type of build. Let's try 7 instead. Because you kind of just gotta try on error. Yeah, that's a better shape.
Yeah, you could like always smooth it out too a little bit by hand.
Which I do anyways. And you can always just start hand building some areas.
Yeah, just so it's not flat, right?
So I went darker in the middle. Let's do... Oops, I actually forgot to make this diamond. Okay, cool. Ooh, that is way too big. Brush size of 5.
And it seems like the shading method you're going for is kind of like the center is like the dark point, and then it just gets brighter as it goes out, sort of.
Yes, I like going from darkest to lightest. I don't know, I love texturing. Oh,
That has to be the gray clay. What are you doing? Yeah, very nice.
I do not hate the way that looks. Let's select this whole thing. We're going to copy, and then we're going to rotate it. Rotate 0, 0, and let's do 85 degrees.
So like the command you're about to do, is this a command like anyone could do, or is this a
Yes.
member only one?
Anyone can rotate and we'll let it.
All right, and it makes it so it's not like the perfect like 90-degree shift, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I think that also like kind of adds to like it being less symmetrical, which it's kind of like in a way what you're going for.
And then bam. And that is our sunflower. So I'm going to copy right here at the center. Copy.
You could always
And
like
then-
kind of suffocate yourself in the build too when you paste.
I have to. I always want to get the very, very center part. And I'm going to paste it.
Break a 2x1 hole, kind of just stand there.
I was about to, actually. And then paste. I mean, I'm kind of our sunflower right there. And I can always add leaves if I want to, which I actually might. Let's do 5, 3, 2. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So this is our shape, and we are going to color it.
Oh, I like that. It kind of starts out thick on the bottom and then kind of thins out as it goes.
Actually, no, we are not going to color it just yet. So what we are going to do is we are going to build kind of like a bulb flower, which we are going to have like, I'm going to hand build these. I'm going to hand build some like stems coming out.
This
And
is
on
gonna look
top of-
great in like the cinematic, like the hand building.
Oh, hand building is always fun. If you, big tip for anything, if you were building any like kind of organic or real thing, always hand smooth. Hand smoothing is so important and vital. See, I wanted to know because the moment I get banned, everything changes, and I'm like, okay, I guess. Like the moment Hypixel says "fuck you," they say "welcome everybody else, we love you." So, okay, cool. And now that we got that done, and I actually like the way that looks.
Yeah, that's a really
So-
nice blend. So for the bulbs, you use blue terracotta, purple glazed terracotta, and purple stained glass.
/ Gmask air. You can see that when I paste it, it affects no blocks, and this is a wonderful.
Yeah, that's
thing to
definitely
do.
great, especially for if you're doing a tree build. You can add leaves on the tree.
Yes, for
With,
trees, a lot
air.
of people do this, and even I do it. So I'm going to just kind of go around and kind of get the general shape I want with these bulbs.
So this is a 75% air bulb.
75% air, 25% diamond, just so I have more to work with.
And what's the radius on your sphere?
I'm doing a radius of 2 right now.
All right, so very like small, and that lets you
It's
put
very
more
small,
detail.
so I can paste and kind of like brush around all these shapes. And I'm just kind of doing random
Definitely,
shapes
yeah.
because I don't want this to be perfect.
The thing is,
There
right?
we go.
If it's like a
There we go.
50-50 ratio, you don't have to enter in the percents, right? Like it would just automatically do this if you put the
I
blocks.
have to. You have to, because if you don't, I think it's only going to do the first block that you typed in. So if you do a 50-50, it's going to give you 50 of each color.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to go back to Gmask Air, and this is where kind of like, I don't know, the flower kind of like starts coming to life. So we're going to do / replace, and then kind of like that one curvy button, I don't know what it's called, but replace around. And I'm going to type it in just a second. Replace around, I'm going to do the first block, replace around 245 with 75% air, and then 25% 9510, which is purple stained glass. And bam, like that.
Oh
And
wow.
then I'm going to do the same thing with 15911.
Do you mind like typing in like some of the commands you do?
So yes. So this is the one I did to replace around that. Okay. And that curvy one is, sorry, it's 175.5. And then bam, that's the magic. And I'm going to type that command in chat right here. And the greater sign just means it's replacing above the block, not around it.
That's crazy. It really brings it to life.
because I like doing that, I always add lily pads. So we're gonna learn how to do a lily pad flower. So to start off, this is very simple. I'm going to type // cylinder. Let's do gold, and then let's try 9. That just gives me a very big cylinder. Cool. Very.
Nice.
Oops. Swifty. Cool. Great. Can't believe I just said that. Wow.
Swifty.
Swifty. Usually I would never do kind of like big symmetry on my flowers, but in this case I really want to because I feel like it just makes sense for the type of flower.
Yeah.
And I'm going to add underneath here the white terracotta.
So like, do you want to tell me a little bit about like your background, like what got you interested in like doing this sort of stuff?
So I kind of like lost interest in the game back around like well, I stopped grinding for like a majority of 2020, but I kind of got really uninterested in the game back in like October, November, December-ish, and I was like, wow, well, I've been kind of like getting into Builder's Refuge, and I kind of want to learn how to build better because I've been seeing some other people on here doing some cool things, and I was like, wow, I really should probably step up my game because I was just feeling, you know, just doing some like own personal projects and kind of just doing my own thing because Build Battle really couldn't like. While you can be very, very creative in the game, I felt like too not unlimited, too limited to what I could actually do and how much time I could actually spend into how I was portraying myself with building wise, because I really, really wanted to get into projects like Magic.
Magic definitely gives me a little bit of like a build battle type of vibe. It's a nice touch.
Oh, I always use this.
It could even be like droplets of like water like hitting it.
I could, but I would usually do that in like an actual water setting, but since this is just a tutorial for how to build this flower, why not?
It's nice, yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Okay, next flower.
Alright, sweet.
Okay, fuck. Wait, no. Akibo cuties. We're gonna build a dandelion now. So for this one, we are actually not going to be using the swipe command for the stem because it's only going to be one block. Because if you look at a dandelion, their roots or stems are very, very thin. So we're just going to build upward using the same gradient that we've been using. And take in mind, if you are building with concrete powder, you do not have to. You can just always skip from wool to lime terracotta.
Yeah.
It won't make that big of a difference.
It's
So,
actually nice.
but I use green concrete powder because it doesn't fall here, so I make use of it while I can.
Yeah, it definitely makes the transition a lot nicer too, from green wool to lime clay. Lime terracotta. I'm sorry.
So this one actually is pretty simple to do. You're going to start with a brown middle. And for this, I'm going to use soul sand and dark oak. So.
Alright, so similar to the sunflower texture, just no gray clay. Terracotta.
Actually, we can use it. Why not? The more the merrier.
True. Those three colors blend amazingly. Looks great.
This doesn't have to be perfect.
Nice. Cool. Nailed it.
Cool, and like I mentioned, this kind of gives it like a very wispy feel because like the petals are very, very, very tiny, so we have to kind of give it that. And I'm going to actually do the same command but with a different block in the same. And I'm actually going to do one size smaller. So I'm going to do.
Do you mind just typing the commands real quick, like?
Yes, sir. So we're going to do. This is the one for one I just did, and then we're going to do same one, but with a radius of 5, and instead of 75%, instead of 85% air, we're going to do 75% air, and instead of 15% 20, we're going to do 15% 30, and that is how you make. Well, not actually. Actually, I'm going to do 2 different radii for this one. We're going to do
Interesting.
that, and we're going to do radius of 2 for this.
That was nice. That was a nice, like, decision. Worked really well.
And then I'm going to do another hollow sphere with the radius of 3, and this time we are going to use 160, which is white stained glass.
Nice. Really, just kind of blends like the glass to the web. Really nice.
And then you can just go in and hand build some of this. So
That is true. If you have a friend that loves griefing your build, then this is perfect. Just build some glass around it and have them grief it a bit, and then build some more glass, some webs, and you're set.
And this one was super duper simple to do. Like, this is one of the easiest things you'll ever do in your entire life. So just stand in the middle and then do a few different hollow spheres. And actually, oops.
Oh, do you want to just type in? Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Oh, that's awesome. So for that, you just select the region / copy and then / paste, right?
Paste minus A. So I always do paste minus A, so it's not pasting any air blocks. Because if I did that, so if I've like pasted a larger region than what I just did,
Yeah.
it would have made indents into the build, which I mentioned. And you can always just do gmask air and just do / paste. But either works.
Yeah, fair enough. Looks great.
Yeah, that's how you make a dandelion.
Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I had a lot of fun making this with SADICAL. And SADICAL, what are your socials if anyone wants to follow you?
My TikTok is Salty Clown. My Instagram is It's Brett 2 underscores. My Twitter is SADICALMC. Same with Reddit.
Well, yeah, make sure you go follow SADICAL on those platforms for more amazing content like this. He's seriously an insane nature builder. And if you guys don't want to miss another video, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. And thanks for watching. Peace.